This is Richard, Find eBook Reader's blog, and today I have the Motorola Xoom tablet, which is on the right here. I've got first generation iPad sitting beside it just to show the comparative size. The iPad's a little bit wider, the Xoom is a little bit taller. They both weigh about the same. The Xoom is the first tablet to use Android 3, which is Honeycomb. It's the first version of Android that's actually made for tablets rather than just being ported over from smartphones. The tablet itself seems quite sturdy and well made. It's metal. It has this non-slip coating on the back. On the back you also have a 5 megapixel camera, LED flash, and your on-off button. On the side you have the volume controls. On the top you have an earphone jack and a micro SD card slot, which hasn't been enabled yet. That's waiting a software update, but that should be coming soon. On the bottom you have a HDMI port, a USB port, and the where you plug the AC adapter in to charge the batteries. You do have to charge with the AC adapter. You cannot use the USB. And battery life is pretty good. Motorola claims about 10 hours of use or 14 hours standby. The 10 hours of use pretty much is in line with my experience. The 14-day standby, I'm guessing that's with all the wireless turned off and everything. So, but it does last quite a while. It's better than the other tablets I've seen other than the iPad. On the front we have a webcam up here. You'll notice Android 3 replaces the hard buttons that used to be on the bezel with these virtual buttons down here to go back, to go home, to go to your recent apps, and the search buttons up here. That enables the buttons to always be in the same place when you change orientation, so just makes it more convenient. The Xoom is built around a NVIDIA Tegra 2 chipset, which is fast and should be good for gaming. There aren't too many games yet. This one is Samurai Vengeance. It's been optimized for the Tegra 2. There should be more games coming out in the next few months, but I'll just give you a quick look at it so you can see the graphics and things. It's pretty good. Anyway, you get the idea. It's the Xoom's good for games, is if we get more games. Another thing Android 3 brings is this books icon here, which is preloaded and takes you to Google's ebook reading app. If you click on the shop, it will take you to the Android Market's book section, basically Google Books. But this doesn't mean that you're stuck just with Google Books. You can go to Android Market, and you can very easily download the Amazon Kindle app, Kobo, Nook Books, Wattpad. There are more too. Those are the ones that I have so far on my Xoom. But it gives you a choice of being able to get books from different suppliers. This is a YouTube widget. YouTube works quite well on the Xoom. If you spend a lot of time on YouTube, I'm guessing you're probably going to spend even more time if you get a Xoom.
This stuff smelling more like it's straight from the dryer. The cows aren't going to milk themselves. The new game with Fresh Lock.
That one's not loading. Anyway, these are related videos over here. What I'm going to do, there's a little microphone icon up on the top. This is for audio input for the Zoom. I'm going to use it to search with in YouTube. Tablet. Okay. Usually works pretty well. And the connection doesn't seem to be really good today. We should have a 4G connection for the Zoom pretty soon.
This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and this is the Lenovo ThinkPad X201T. This is Lenovo's revision of the X200 tablet series, and this guy is even faster and lighter than the previous ThinkPad.
Okay, anyway, you can see YouTube works quite well. This is the camera app. Okay, right now this is the rear-facing camera. I've just got it against a gray background here, but you can see this large square is the viewfinder, so it gives you plenty of room for framing your shot. All of your controls are over here. Very easy to get to. Quite a few options. The zoom controls on top. This is the shutter release. This is there's a webcam. This is the control for the webcam. The camera works pretty well. I mean, it's not going to be as good as a dedicated digital camera, but I think it compares very well to cameras on most cell phones and other tablets. It does quite well. This is a shot I took with the Zoom. It's pretty good. These are, this is a bookmark widget. This is a demo, a flash demo video, just to show you the Zoom, unlike the iPad, does play video, play flash now. I've played several videos, flash videos, and no problems. I've downloaded instant video from Amazon. It worked fine. I've tried playing a few flash games, and they don't always work really well, but I think in part it's because they don't play well with the touch screen. They're for controlling. But flash video so far is working fine. The Adobe Flash Video currently is just beta for this version of Android, but it seems to work pretty well. Let me open the web browser. Okay, you can open more than one tab. You can also open incognito tab, which if whatever you're browsing in that tab doesn't get recorded in your history, and any cookies get deleted when you close it. But I have 3 tabs open right now. Pinch and zoom works fine. This is CNN.
That this next story is intense and may not be suitable for some viewers. Kenla reports from one of the hardest hit areas. In Japan's disaster, there are too many dead to have a proper funeral.
Okay, you might notice on my browser page here I don't have a address bar and controls. That's because I'm trying out a new experimental feature Google has added here. You don't have to do this, but I just wanted to try it out. It actually works quite well. You slide your finger from either side of the page onto the screen, and you get this little semicircular control panel with all of your navigational tools. If you want to get an address bar to to type a web page address in, click that button, and anyway, you'll get you can type your web page address in here. This is the standard keypad that comes with the Xoom. I've also installed another one. This one is thumb keyboard. It's just easier for thumb typing, and it also has the arrow keys, which are nice. One of the things that the iPad does better than the Xoom is support for non-English language. With the iPad, you can set up the keyboard to support Japanese, Chinese, Korean, or Cyrillic languages. With the Xoom, it supports European languages, but for Japanese, Chinese, Korean, and Cyrillic, it supports the audio feature, but it doesn't support it doesn't have keyboard support. There is a keyboard in the Android market that does provide support for those other languages. I don't think it's quite optimized for a tablet yet. It's still the version that's available still just for cell phones, but you can use it if you need that if you need the capability to use different languages. This keyboard I paid, I think, $1.60 or something in the Android market. There are different keyboards, and this is the stock Xoom keyboard. It does work pretty well. The keys are large and spread out. You can type reasonably fast with not too many errors. The music app. Okay, I don't really use this to play music that much because I have other devices that I use instead, but just to show you, these are all sample tracks that came preloaded on the Xoom when I bought it, which there's quite a few, but the presentation's kind of nice. If the sound is pretty good on the Xoom, the speakers are pretty good for a small device like this. The earphone sound quality is pretty good. I think you could use a little bit more bass, but it's pretty good. I'm not going to complain about that. Google Maps. This is Manhattan. Okay, this is where you can do things like installing widgets on any of the pages you want, or shortcuts to apps, or change the wallpaper, that type of thing. These are my apps. If, say, I want to put an icon for one of these onto my onto one of my home pages, it's very easy to do. All you need to do is tap and hold. Okay, and then this representation of all your home pages opened up down here. Just drag it down to wherever you want it, and there it is. And to get rid of it, of course, it's very easy. Just drag it to the trash can. Down here, this is a notification bar. It has your battery indicator, it has a clock, and also it shows you your email. I have a couple of emails that came in. On the whole, I'm very happy with the Xoom. It's I think it's good for us that we finally have a competitor to a viable competitor to the iPad. I'm happy with it. I actually generally leave my iPad at home. I've never really carried it around with me that much, but the Xoom I take with me all the time because it just feels a bit more portable for some reason. I think it's the shape or something, and it's also feels for some reason a bit more productive to me. So anyway, that's the Motorola Xoom.